This is me and Matt, and welcome back to Amnesia The Dark Descent. This is part 5. Now, I do not remember what I'm doing.
Don't forget your bag, Daniel.
I won't, Herbert.
There is no shame in using a parasol in the desert. As it happens, it's imperative to your survival.
But it looks ridiculous.
It sure
The
is.
shame will hurt much less than dying, I assure you.
Needs oil. Guest room. What do we have? Study. Let's go guest room. He returned the teacup to the saucer and picked up the orb as one would an apple and pondered on the strange happenings. Very strange.
My journal. What would they want with my journal?
Oh. And jump.
This shouldn't be.
What do we have? Anything? Tinderbox? Oh, laudanum. Pick that up.
2nd of July, 1839. I received a letter today from the Algerian governor's office disclosing the fate of Herbert's expedition. About a week after my departure, Abdullah, one of the men travelling with us, returned from the desert. He was badly injured, as if maimed by a lion.
A
The
lion!
man rambled deliriously about the expedition being attacked by something horrible. The French quickly dispatched a search party to look for the expedition. After searching for days, they found the camp abandoned without any trace of Herbert or his men. Tomorrow, I'll retrieve the things they recovered from Herbert's tent at the customs house. I don't know what to make of it, but I'm worried for him.
Okay, I'd be more worried about yourself. Oh, fuck. Okay, this room looks as though it's been... Someone's been in here. There's a crowbar, we need that.
3rd of July, 1839. Today I picked up Herbert's things at the customs house. I dug through the trove of documents he had carried and found a log detailing the expedition. The nature of this text ranged from quick notes to colourful accounts of transpired events. I skimmed the pages, trying to figure out what might have happened. May 17th, the day I was trapped inside the orb chamber, Herbert dryly states, "Recovered Daniel after 1 hour of entrapment." This confused me greatly. I was suffocating within minutes. How could I have lasted an hour? I continued reading the peculiar text. Herbert states his facts without judgment or passion, but suddenly I could read frustration into his text. He pushed his men to investigate the underground tomb, an effort which seems to have strained the minds of his men. Madness spread through the ranks, and Herbert had to take some extreme measures to continue. He finally visits the chamber himself, where he retrieves the orb to the surface. His account confuses me greatly. If he has the orb, what are those pieces in my drawing room?
Tinderbox, tinderbox. Crowbar. Wardrobe. Tinderbox. Okay, need oil, need oil. Stuck due to a broken lock. Okay, that's another room we have to get into. Back into the hall. Sir William Smith had been marked. There was no way for him to know that the young man from the other day cast such a terrible shadow. Terrible shadows! study. Let's go into the study. The strange letter frightened him, but it was also the only one which offered some comfort. Okay. Ooh, this does not look fun. I don't know, we need light. No, it's bright enough in here. There's something gonna happen. Light the candle, buddy, light the candle. Oh, I don't even want to read that. Letter regarding the discovery of an orb. To my most trusted student and friend, Johann Ware. The most remarkable thing happened as I was travelling through the Prussian woods this summer. I finally found one of the orbs I have been looking for the last 20 odd years. It is as inexplicable as the Heliodramus described it in the what? Hortus Conclusus. It was, as it was told about, an underground Mithraic temple crowned with the unearthly artifact. The orb was big enough to fill my cupped hands, and the texture was smooth and jagged, its colour washed while rich. Contrast is not enough to describe its nature. It was an impossibility, an artificial paradox captured within stone. I was staying in a nearby village called Altstadt, investigating one of the antiquated trails, when I finally found the cavern. I went inside, and suddenly I could verify the truth of these enigmatic artifacts. They were real. As you can understand, this is the most important discovery of my life, but it has also become my greatest fear. As I entered the underground chamber, I could feel that I was trespassing. Because of my curiosity, I did my best to fight these instincts and fetch the orb from its place. I scrambled out of the chamber and into the woods. I could sense something was following me. It bayed loudly as it closed in. The beast, this guardian of the orb, was relentless in its pursuit. I made my way to a nearby ravine where I stumbled upon some men fishing in the lake. I tried to warn them as I passed, but fortunately they remained as I continued my escape. When I heard their cry of pain echo through the valley, I felt such a tremendous sense of relief, thinking I would be spared. Suddenly a blue shimmering light engulfed me, and the colours of the forest were washed away before my eyes. I kept running through the bleak surroundings. The trees had turned charcoal black with leaves of cinder, the ground covered in murky water. I pressed on through the drenched land as the glowing amber gave way to the rising wind and rained on me. I could hear pleading screams in the distance, and I joined in as pain and fear overtook me. I fell to the ground, gasping for air. This certainly must sound strange, but I had been carried miles away across the Alps to a grassy field outside Genoa. Genoa's in Italy, I think. The guardian had taken the orb from me, but still, until this day, I fear its return. Sometimes I lay awake at night listening for the howling cry I heard in the forest. It has been nearly a decade since that day, and I still haven't been able to write about the incident. The last time we spoke, you told me about your interest and ongoing research into the mythic orbs, and I realised I owed you the truth about my visit to Altstadt. Your friend and mentor, Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa. Okay. That would not be the orb that we seen earlier, would it? I really need oil for my lamp. Oh, I hear that. What was that? Hello? Is anyone here? Tinderbox. Give me that. Still no oil. There's a chest. Open the chest. Go on. Another tinderbox. Really? Come on. Up. We have no oil for our lamp. Onwards. What is that sound? Oh, It's dogs. Shit. Chambers of the human skull. What, do we pick that up too? No. Milestones of human anatomy. Oh, what is it with all this reading? Oh, I skipped that. How to get back. Back. I think it's... Is it a note? Animal experiment, that's the one. Canis lupus familiaris, 1658, April 12th. After a short study, it is clear that the agitation found among humans can be found in the dog. Fear and pain induce stress, which seems to trigger an endogenous response, causing the animal to burst with energy. I believe that the catalyst is produced in the brain. It is difficult to determine exactly where and what it is, but I can sense it. It reeks of cosmic genesis. There is an inherent problem in harvesting this energy, since the creature is bound to die from the exercise. I must refine this process of torture to enable any real work to be done. More experiments must be performed, but it seems that only human beings are able to produce the amount necessary. It might be their ability to appreciate the severity of the process that ultimately augments their experience of terror. Okay. What have you been doing to these poor doggies? Still no sign of oil. What is that? More dog stuff. Can I break that? Ugh. Can I lift you?
Let's see what you have to offer.
Okay.
Nevertheless, I should have sharpened the saw, but I can sense it. It's definitely there.
Definitely. Back to reality. Oh, do we need another bomb? Find another way around the rubble in the study. Sure. It's got to be through here, right? Maybe. Fuck, maybe it's not. That fire. Okay. Bones. In the box. Oh, okay, that's creepy. What happened to you? More reading. Seriously? 1658, January 9th. Further disappointment. The antiquarian's latest findings yielded nothing. I'm still unable to grasp the inner workings of life and its relation to the power I sense within it. I shall pursue more books on the subject, but I suspect it will be in vain. Since no research has been made in my particular interest, I must attempt to fill that void myself. Clearly humans emanate more of the energy I seek, but I hope animals will suffice, as they would prove less of a hassle to acquire. Torturing animals. Great. Ugh. Hey boy, you're a little short in there. Hey buddy. And this one has no head. Fuck. Right, so are we... Okay. Oh. Take that fucking chair. Let's go. Come with me. Oil. Give me that. Oh, where am I going? Come on. There we go. Oh, you better not fall, sir. Jump, jump, jump. And we're in. What else do we have?
There's nothing there. Everything's gone.
Oh. When will it be my turn? Have I not shown restraint? My patience spans centuries. From where I came, mankind has not even wasted a breath. Yet I bow to you. I have done so much for you, and I have gained nothing in return. Agrippa, I trusted you. It was I who, in all fairness, should have entered that gate. Okay. Is there anything nice to pick up in here? Oh, we got the crowbar, that's right. Crowbar. Full refill of oil. Okay, this is getting ridiculous. This is for the elevator that we need to activate then in the machine room, I'm guessing. If the elevator breaks down again, make sure to use the steam engine to build up pressure before channeling it into the machinery. Adjust the levers to get the right amount of pressure inside the chamber. The meter should read up 8 and down 8. Make sure the flow is set according to the following chart. Trinity steam set functions 4-phase amplitude complete steam close cycle. Note that the machine will not check proper configuration until all rods are inserted. And that's another rod. Something's going to happen when we lift that, isn't it? Yeah. Of course it is. More tinderboxes. Da-da. Right. Okay. That was like a delayed smash. Let's refill our oil as much as possible. So, this will be the end of part 5, but I'm going to start part 6 right now. I'm not sure how good I am on time. So, thank you for watching and stay tuned, it's coming right up.